School of Medicine, University of Antioquia. History. The School of Medicine at the University of Antioquia is a public institution of higher education established in 1871, when medical practice in Medellin, Colombia, was still experimental. Back then, there were 17 students who accomplished instructions on anatomy, physics, physiology, and pathology. Later on, the experiences brought by doctors from Paris revolutionized the atmosphere, created consciousness, planned a curriculum, designed the hospital structure, practiced surgeries with antiseptic methods, and got organized into a scientific body in the School of Medicine, Hospital, and Medellin Academy of Medicine. Years later, surgical instrumentation emerged during the 40s decade based on an initiative led by various surgeons trained abroad. The Galenos replicated the experience after knowing that the efficient job done by nurses that, in the operating room, facilitated surgical processes and reduced surgical time. 2 decades after, in 1963, the undergraduate program started as a technical professional at the University of Antioquia, and in 1994 the university reactivated the program as a bachelor's degree. For over 100 years it was the only existing school of medicine in town, forerunner in medicine in Antioquia, public health, nursing, microbiology, and bioanalysis, as well as nutrition schools. Important leaders have graduated from the School of Medicine with great influence in the academic, scientific, social, and political spheres. With its well-known experience in training professionals, over 7,000 doctors and hundreds of surgical instrumentation professionals have graduated, serving Antioquia and Colombia, paying back for the social and economical investment the nation has put into them. The University of Antioquia purchased the León 13 clinics, where students and professors perform activities related to teaching, researching, and continuing education. Academic programs. Currently, the School of Medicine offers students 3 undergraduate programs and 41 graduate programs, committed to human capital development in health, with strong emphasis on academic excellence, ethics, and social responsibility. Undergraduate programs. MD program. The MD program offers an innovative curriculum based on the human's life cycle, infancy, childhood, adolescent, and adulthood, and designed with a didactic strategy where students are encouraged to take a proactive approach to learning. This program has been reaccredited for the next 7 years. Surgical instrumentation. Accredited for 4 years since 2007, its graduates are capable of solving problems in processes of health and sickness, from a surgical point of view, with an optimal use of technology and in continuous interaction with an interdisciplinary health group. Pre-hospitallary medicine. With Resolution 8163 adopted on December 28th of 2007, the Ministry of Education granted accreditation for a period of 7 years in this technical professional program, in alliance with SENA, the National Learning. Graduate programs. The 41 graduate programs are distributed as follows: 21 clinical and medical surgical specialties and 17 subspecialties. They are all equivalent in the graduate program national system to master's degree, 2 specialization and a master's degree in clinical sciences. With over 300 students, graduate programs constitute the frame in which clinical research has been developed within the department. Research. With a research tradition recognized nationally and internationally, the School of Medicine encompasses an institute of medical research. Their objective is to foment, promote, and search for the funds and resources for the academic and technical administrative part of research, as well as advising on further training. There are 42 research groups classified in A, B, and C by Conciencias. They are located within the main building, the University Research Wing, CIU, the Pablo Tobón Uribe Hospital, and particularly the San Vicente de Paul Hospital, as the main practice center for the school with a relationship for over 100 years. In Colombia, the School of Medicine has the largest number of Type A groups, and their professors and researchers have prestige for their contribution to the development of well-being of society. Many of them have had the opportunity to exchange experiences, study and intern at prestigious medical centers around the world. Outreach and continuing education. Following the principles of social responsibility, the university, fostering our strengths in different areas of medicine, application, and surgical instrumentation, the School of Medicine has oriented part of their obligations to formulate projects to better life conditions of the general population, responding particularly to the most vulnerable groups. Outreach and continuing education is the presence of the school in society. It wants to generate and maintain a relation with its scientific, academic, technological, artistic, and literary environment. The academic section within the School of Medicine brings to life activities of continuing education and outreach in the following areas: academic practices, continuing education, services, consulting, technological procedures, and cultural activities. Student development and well-being. For the well-being of the academic community, the School of Medicine offers programs to give support to low-income students, including elementary service and healthcare, scholarships, academic grants, free internet, and tickets for public transportation. It also organizes cultural and sports activities to contribute to curriculum development, to promote interdisciplinary and integral learning for all citizens, starting with the need to strengthen the humanist tradition of our graduates. For these reasons, the university promotes initiatives such as the symphonic orchestra, choirs, theaters and dance groups, cine clubs, short story contests, juried art shows, Mother Tongue Week, encounter with readers, dialogue with different kinds of knowledge, sports competitions, and Héctor Abad Gómez lecture series. Innovation. Simulation. This is an innovative teaching methodology for academic research and technological development, as well as the acquisition of abilities in the process of forming health professionals and for an adequate clinic management and assisting emergency situations. Telemap. This is a strategy of intervention to prevent, educate, and assist victims of landmines or ammunition that hasn't exploded. Transplants. The School of Medicine offers its academic support to development of transplants in Medellin through participation of professors in work teams to back immunological studies of the cellular immunology group and immunogenetics, as well as the anatomopathological study offered by the pathology department. They have reached important achievements such as being the first and only ones in the world to execute a trachea and esophagus transplant, and the second ones in performing a larynx transplant. To perform the first hepatic transplant in Latin America. The first successful kidney transplant was performed in Colombia, as well as the first transplants of bone marrow, heart, lungs, intestine, kidney, and pancreas together. These procedures that are performed on a daily basis in different situations allow us to obtain experience and the technical development that guarantees success, similar to the best transplant centers in the world. Social commitment. As a public institution of higher education, the School of Medicine is committed to social development through creation, communication, conservation, and application of health knowledge to solve regional and national problems. It has formulated and developed important projects and initiatives in Colombia. It is a school committed to health and society since 1871.